Shalom Mashpaka. Today I want to get into something that is very through. I have tested this and I have been doing it for a while now, and I just want to talk about the future of shoes to add to the lifestyle section of my page. This right here is going to be the future for a lot of people. This is going to be a sock with a sole on the bottom of it, and it's going to be a 5-toed shoe. This is very, very much beneficial in a lot of ways. It is made by Gallon Shark, and it is only $40 on Amazon. They have multiple colors. The sock can be changed, the sole can be changed. This is clearly going to be a very good thing. You can easily wash it because it is a sock-made material, and it does not slip off your feet because you have the soles that keep the outline of your feet. Something that I would like to point out about this shoe is some things that you can add to it are grounding technology. They are making, people are making grounding shoes where you can put these pads in your shoes and you can feel it into your feet and it grounds you. It goes through the sole and you can feel this on your feet, so you're connected to whatever you're touching. There are some grounding shoe kits that you can purchase as well, but however they are expensive just for a few grounding pieces, when all you would need to do is just buy rivets, copper rivets, preferably copper rivets because they conduct very well, and you would just put them on the bottom of your shoes in certain areas that aren't going to irritate you as much but still contact the ground. It can be grinded down smooth and flush, so it's barely even noticeable. However, I believe the future of it is technically this: pads on the bottom of the shoes to help you ground. This type of walking with your toes and no arch support, anything like that, it's a zero drop shoe. It takes some time to get used to because our toes have been crammed into these shoes. Our feet have been made to be weakened, the muscles on the bottom, because of cushions and stuff on our shoes. There has been a lot going on with our feet, I would say. After walking with these shoes for almost a year now, and I've owned them for a while. I've worn them on and off, but I've worn them consistently. I've changed my shoe collection completely over to these now. I only wear these types of shoes. Vibram is another good source for it. Vibram shoes, 5-finger shoes, makes some 5-finger toed shoes. There is also 5-toed socks made of Dyneema by Kojun. This is Vibram's website. And they have a huge selection of 5-toed shoes if you would like to have a good way to transition with a decent shoe. However, Mashpaka, there is another option. Like I said, there is Kojun. They make a sock. Here is one of the images of some of the socks. However, if you go to the, I believe it is the Super Socks. These are made of very cut-resistant material called Dyneema, and they are very good socks. However, there have been reviews about them wearing down on concrete from the constant abrasion on them and walking. So, scuffing your feet and such over time, no matter what type of fabric material it is, how tough it is going to wear down. There is also a place called Neo Bear. And they make a sock similar. But if you can see, they have a sort of material on the bottom of the sock that is more abrasive and tough resistant. So there would be some understanding to These types of socks that what you want to feel and what you want to wear down and how expensive they are and how long they will last. This will be totally up to you, Mashpaka. The next thing that I want to talk about is if you buy these shoes, the types of walking techniques that we are training to eventually move into. Should you be walking on your heels or your forefeet, the balls of your feet? When you walk on the balls of your feet, Mashpaka, it widens your toes. In these 5-finger-toed shoes, they will widen and you will be allowed to grip the ground. And you will be using muscles and having a posture that is unlike anything that you have currently used. Women have kind of been doing this. When women are in heels, they are already showing you what it is like to walk on the balls of your feet. This is the natural way I believe that we are to really walk. And when you are wearing these shoes, it becomes even more effective in strengthening your feet. This is something that everyone should be looking for. I do not want to walk on my heels of my feet anymore. I only want to use the heels of my feet when I need stability and strength and sturdiness to hold my position of where I am, to stabilize myself, to ground myself into being stable. However, Mashpaka, keeping balance, using muscles in your toes and in your balls, your forefeet, this is the natural way that we should be walking. So I just wanted to talk about that. Those that are on the path of wearing these shoes, that would be the ultimate way that you should be looking for right now. When you walk with these shoes, be on the balls of your feet. Do not let your heels touch the ground. Only if you are choosing to, if you have stopped walking and you do not seek to stand for whatever reason on the balls of your feet. If you do not want to constantly walk on the balls of your feet, obviously you have the option to go back to your heels. But that will lessen the muscles in your feet over time from you going back to the heels. You will lose them. The whole point of walking in barefoot shoes is to strengthen your feet. And in doing so, you would eventually get normalized to it. It would not be painful or aching in your feet from getting out of the claustrophobic use of shoes that put your toes into a narrow toe box and the comfiness of a cushion of soles and such on the bottom of the shoes. This way would strengthen your toes and your feet. So moving to a ball of your feet approach with a heel in the air is the ultimate thing that we should all be looking for when moving into these types of shoes. I hope this was helpful for anyone that is seeking to have 5-finger-toed shoes and postures and such that go along with it. This has been a general shoe talk by me. Thank you for watching. Shalom, shalom.